shrunken have our people's ambitions become that even the looters are going for Crocs and trays of steak bakes from Greg's. In America, they loot Louis Vuitton. In England, they loot Greg's for a pasty. In America, they loot for Jimmy shoes. In England, they loot for Crocs. We are in a very bad way. And the politicians we have are not going to lead us out of it. And the mass media that we have shares responsibility for the emergence of that political class and its maintenance in power. A class with no ambition and no ability to change the direction in which we are. So a lot of these people, whilst no doubt infected by racist ideas, you can't have an empire on which the sun never sets because God would never trust you in the dark, and not leave imbued in generation after generation racist ideas. Of course, there are plenty of racist ideas in our country, but they would not be moving people to the extent that they have over last weekend if it were not for the fact that we've got no houses. You can't get a doctor's appointment. You're unlikely to get your kid into the school of your choice. You will not get your potholes repaired. That street light will never come back on. The high street will remain shuttered. And where it's not shuttered, the province of pound shop and dereliction. That's the truth of it. Our country is stricken by underachievement, by poverty pay, by pensioner poverty. Now more poor after the decision by a Labour government to cut their heating allowance, their winter fuel allowance. Our people are hopeless. Our people are directionless. And our public sphere and the politicians in it show no signs of being able to point the way and lead the way out of it. So tonight there's going to be 100 more protests. If that happens, it will be a Kristallnacht. It will be remembered forever in British history, because 100 protests of several hundred people bent on assault and bent on destruction can only lead to a Donnybrook. It will either be a Donnybrook between local residents and those allies of theirs that have turned up, or it will be a Donnybrook with the police, including the thousands of new police officers that have mysteriously, miraculously appeared, apparently from nowhere. Or it will be a Donnybrook between all three, but there will be blood. And so we've got to hope that they are bluffing, that they don't have the capacity to mount 100 protests this evening. We'll keep you posted